So you were in a mentality to say fuck it, I'm gonna do whatever I want, or like I gotta go cower.
No, I certainly do whatever certainly do whatever the fuck I want. But also at the beginning of COVID, though, it was like we had like 15 people that like stayed of our like friends or whatever at the time that stayed in Montana or like stayed in like
Mm.
the living complex that we did that didn't move because of COVID or weren't locked inside or whatever, went back home. And so every day for 30 days straight, 35, 40 days, I can't remember. We sat around, played board games, drank beers, and had a fire. Like literally every day. Like just cooked out and drank beer every day for like yeah, like 30, 40 days straight.
What did that do to you, man?
Dude, it was a bad look. It was all like it was a sickening time.
Yeah,
Well, being drunk for I think I went 27 days straight,
being
something
drunk.
like that. Yeah, no, it was a bad look. It was a bad look. Bro, 27 days straight drinking, probably like 20 of those were drunk,
Oh my
probably.
God, Augie.
And I really don't like that was like probably like the one time in my life too where I like consistently had drank. Like after that, I 2021, I probably until the last like few months, I could count on my hand how many times I drank. Probably one hand.
And what has that change been? Why is it you going?
Dude, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't know.
Oh,
No, wait, no. Wait, what is that? Okay,
like what's the
no.
change? So you've been going, you were drinking, you were just out all the
Oh yeah,
time.
the change in the COVID thinking. Oh, I
No,
forgot we
no,
were. I don't know.
of your drink of like drinking, kind of
It's just health habits.
disrespecting.
It's honestly just like health habits. It's the whole respecting the body
And
and
so, do you think that you, because in high school, for sure, the beginning of high school, you're very into health habits
oh,
and you're all
100% all the
over
way.
it.
Yeah, and I rode that all the way until like senior year when running ended. I was so committed to. I don't know. I feel like it's a big thing for my like whole life actually, and life outside of after high school. Is I was so committed to running. I had never like I don't know been passionate about something like that before. I had never like set goals like that before. Like I had never been like so committed to trying to like fix my feet problem so I could run to like the potential like I felt like I could run at. And I didn't see like high school almost felt like it was going to last forever in a sense that I couldn't ever imagine like moving away. And so I never saw like a future without waking up every day to like have the running thing.
Mm.
And then so once that ended, I don't like once that ended, I just like felt like I don't know. It was such like a weird change in my life.
And so, what happens? So you're living this monk lifestyle.
Oh
You're getting
yeah,
your good sleep, you're getting your good food, you're exercising rigorously, getting your shit done, and then all of a sudden it just stops. What
yeah.
happens?
Well, I think it honestly kind of starts junior year with mono. Um, I think mono sent me in a spiral for like months and months and months. Of I also it was kind of just unfortunate timing around the time I had mono. I had a very close grandmother of mine pass away.
Mm.
Just like a bunch of stuff that I don't know, kind of really threw me off and made me question my morals. No, no, but that's when I first started like I stopped sleeping, didn't really eat as well consistently. Um I remember that winter I just was not like that committed to running at all. Um was I like genuinely injured? Yes, but I pretty much skipped out on track that year just because I was so down about like I had been sick for months. Like my body just felt like so weak, knees, feet, everything just felt like I couldn't run. And like that took like a genuine like toll on me. And I feel like that's when things like somewhat started to change, at least in like lifestyle and habits and starting to like not care as much about like running or whatever it was. And then kind of, I don't know, picked back up for senior year, got hype about senior year. And then I think after cross country, or once in cross country, I just like realized that my like goals were like never gonna be like accomplished. I just kind of like wrote it out, and then
Mm. So that
and
never
then and what?
that never seeing those actual goals come to fruition
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
just
I think I
squashed a
don't know. I
lot
think
of
it all like not to like look back and like make excuses for high school running. Like really, not that at all. But I honestly, knowing what I know now about having mono and how I've still like it's genuinely affected my energy and like my like I don't know my muscles and stuff like that. Like what I know now about the mono that I had and like the sickness I've had for the last 5-6 years. I think had I never got mono, I could have genuinely achieved some big things in running that junior year. I think it could have led into having a very good senior year as well. I think I got everything I needed to get out of running. I don't know. I feel like high school running taught me more in life than like anything else has.
And what did mono? What did it do? What? So you get mono.
So recently I
You
went to
still
a
have
doctor.
effects of mono. Is what
Kind
you're
of, yeah.
saying?
So 2020, I kept getting sick, right? Well, I've been getting sick all the time since 2016. Like I get sick very often. Kind of deal with some like fatigue issues a lot, but like I never like you live like that for years, you know, you kind of just like you don't even realize that's a thing. But it is occasionally like why am I like always tired or like whatever it is. And then yeah, but part of that also wasn't like living the healthiest lifestyle. Like, I don't know, smoking, missing out on sleep, not eating right, not eating at all. Like, I don't know, not going outside enough and just like, I don't know, stuff like that. But so I always thought that's what was like making me sick all the time or whatever it was. But I went to the doctor because I got sick 3-4 times in the span of like 6 months.
Jesus.
And they did this like weird test on me where they like tested like the levels of like the Epstein-Barr virus that are like still active in me because it can still be like in you and like very active.
And that's the
Well,
monovirus.
yeah.
Okay.
So go get blood work done and comes back that like it's like max all of their tests. Like it's still like very active in me. It could be very big for like mental health, physical health, how your muscles feel, how your like mainly your immune system explains why you're getting sick all the time, energy, yeah, just about everything. And then so I went on this like program that like I took all these like really obscure like weird vitamins for
Like what?
like so weird. I had like this like calendar, right? That like mapped out what I needed to take on certain days.
Okay.
So I have these like 6 vials. And one day I needed to put a certain numbered vial there. And then I'd take a few days of just these drops. And then another day I'd take the vial, then like the next vial in the series. And like it was really weird. I kind of my fault. I kind of stopped doing it halfway through. I don't think I got the full effect of doing it. It was kind of not a lot of work, but like I don't know. It's kind of like I don't know.
Crushing in it.
Yeah, and so my immune system is a lot better, certainly, and I think living a way healthier life over the course of the I don't know the last 6 months, whatever it's
So
been.
you're in 2020 and
Yeah,
you're at this low. You get sick again and again and again. You go to the doctor. Doctor's like, you actually are fucked. And you start taking these vitamins.
yeah,
And then something happens and you're like, I need to start living different. I need to start changing everything. What
yeah.
was that? What was that? When did that happen? What was that start like?
For like just becoming a healthier.
Sure.
Well, I think it all started uh, before I kept getting sick. It was actually the first time I got sick in COVID when I thought I had COVID. I was isolating, and dude, I was just sitting there and like randomly kind of just like I was never very in touch with my emotions. Like I never cried like ever or anything. I was just kind of like sitting there in my room once, like in 2020, like isolated. I just started like sobbing. I was like, dude, I live such a like a shit like life. Like not like really. At the time, I actually lived a bit like a good life. Just very like not healthy life. And I'm just like, I don't expect enough out of myself, if that makes sense.
Mm.
And then, but nothing, I don't think anything changed for a while. Go through 2020 was a rough year for everyone, but it was, I don't know. There were some lows for 2020 for sure. Major ones. And then 2021, I kind of, is when the comeback sort of started. I don't know. I saw some happier times, some got more motivated to just like physically feel good again. Had been doing this program that at least made like gave me a little bit more energy and
The
stopped me
vitamin
from getting
program.
stopped me from getting like sick as often. And I don't know, met some good people, and then it's all led to like the end of the year and the beginning of this year where I've been not trying to do it all consistently. I'm
Trying to
trying
do it
to,
all consistently, you said?
yeah, of like being on top of proper sleep, you know, eating,
Eating well,
and eating well. Um, because it
exercising.
all leads to like anxiety stuff too, like being uncomfortable, like leaving the house again and stuff like that. I don't know. It all,
So you think during COVID and through sickness, you became like it felt weird to leave home?
yes and no. I think that's always just like one sort of just like been a thing for me, but I think as anxiety and stuff like that became a much worse thing throughout COVID, that certainly adds to it. And you leave the house so much less. It's something that's exposure therapy, I guess. Like when you get to leave the house every day, stuff like that. So
Mm.
when you're locked inside for however many months, it certainly becomes more difficult.